Okay. And then finally, the last vendor that's available to us is the point collector. You get him to upgrade your farm for you, or to spend your points on other things. His first choice here is to upgrade your farm. I've already done all the upgrades. And man, I've got a lot of points. How did I get so many points? It's insane. It must have been from Powderstone delivery, I guess. I don't know. In any case, more of these options become available as you go on. As you go through the offline, at least. I don't know if any of them unlock as you go online. But the first 3 pages are pretty self-explanatory. You have your field, your fish, your mining points, your feline mine. These are your bug attractors right here. This is your bug tree. This is your mushroom. These are upgrades to your mushroom. These are your honey production. This is your barbecue pit. I don't know who that is. You know what that is? That's the ability to go on feline adventures. And then I think these other choices here are special training options. I know these 2 are. But this one should also be one, and I haven't really used it yet, but we'll get to that later. The second choice, you can use your points to purchase various upgrades. So if you're really low on upgrade spheres, you can purchase them here. Or likewise, if you're really low on decoration spheres, you can get them here as well. No, I was wrong. The white one is the more rare, and I have no idea why I have 60 of those and only 30 of these. I think it's because I spent so much time mining in the volcano. That must be why. Then finally, the last choice is yet another long-winded explanation. Let's just cycle through this. And finally, onto the farm. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things here that you're not going to have when you start off, and I'm probably missing some things that you might get later on. But I think in general, I have all the standard pieces of the farming equipment, so this should serve fairly well as a tutorial. So first thing you'll notice is a box and a cat. The box works just like your inventory from home, except for the fact you can't change your equipment. And the cat actually functions as kind of like a shortcut. So for him, this first choice here is a shortcut to use the various facilities on your farm. So the first choice is a shortcut for your cat mine. The second choice is a shortcut to your bug tree. The third choice is a shortcut to your barbecue pit. You see there, barbecue pit. And then your fourth choice is for your feline quest, I believe. Yes. Okay, so what this is this is showing the items that they came back with. Good job. Okay. Otherwise, he's got a second choice here. That's just a long-winded explanations about your various farm. I'm not going to go through that. Again, you've got some various training options here for your cats. It works the same as before. I believe it was the second choice for different training exercises. We'll put Warmonger Man on some special training exercise that actually I haven't explored yet. Let's see where he's going. Where are you going? Oh, he's going to run laps. That's what he's going to do. Okay, that's pretty fun. So here's your mine. You'll see here you can mine these points here like you'd mine them anywhere else. The only difference is that you do not need a pickaxe to mine here. Things just go directly into your inventory. Right here. So once you're done mining here, you're going to have to put everything back into your box. Excuse me. I'm talking for like an hour now. Like nonstop. Okay. And otherwise, here's your feline mine. Now, this is upgraded pretty far on, but it's really worth it. You have to choose the cats that go into it. I don't know if their level influences things at all. I'm going to imagine that they do. And the way this works is you have to give them pickaxes to actually work the mine. So I'm going to go ahead and give them 4 mushroom pickaxes, grown specially on my farm. And in general, you're going to want to use either old pickaxes or mushroom pickaxes, because otherwise it's going to get very expensive very quickly. And depending on their luck, they're going to come up with different... Whoa! You're going to come up with better or worse results. This is the best result possible. You can see here they're celebrating about all the stuff they gave me. And depending on how upgraded your mine is, will result in the various types of ores they can get you. So even though if I only had the first upgrade to the mine available, or if I had no upgrades to the mine available, they would only get me common ores. Seeing as I have the second upgrade to the mine available, they can get me more rare ores. And of course the first is put into your pouch, second is send it to your box, and finally the third is sell. I want all these things, so I'm going to send them all to my box. And they are just having a great time. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, so next is the bug selection. So the bug pot right here is one of the first things you'll get. And well, first I'm going to search it because I've got stuff in there. So, square to search it. Send it to your inventory, it's the second option. And talking to the cat will give you two options. Now, the first choice seems to change what I think is the attractant for the bugs. I had to pay extra for this white attractant here, so I use that. And the second choice is for bait. Now, you always have to put bait in to get bugs to get into there. But something to know is that you get your bait back at the end of every collection. So even if you're using honey all the time, you're not going to run out of honey anytime soon. So right now I can either use, I believe this is probably a cactus flower or honey. I generally use honey. And that's just a good way to get some extra thunderbugs and or spider webs. As well as just general bugs. Otherwise, there's something here is the bug tree. I hope I do well at it. You press square. Again, you have to select an assortment of cats to work the tree with you. They're just going to stand at the end of this plank. And you just have to time your button press with the second flash if you can. I didn't time it perfectly, but I timed it okay. So there'll still be a success. If you time it perfectly, you get a really big jump, and the cats end up flying to the top of the tree, getting even more bugs. But this was still successful. Certainly better than a failure. Okay, so what's next? I think we'll do the feline adventure. And again, you can reorganize your list here, because what you want to do is you want to send a certain team out. You can see here I have Stinky, Shadow, Turbo, and Dinky as my cats that I'm going to send on the quest. You can assign different ones, like if I want to send the Asian, Japanese character one, Dinky, Turbo, and Shadow, they would all go there. But actually I have an assortment of guys I like using. So I think I like using Stinky, what was it, Shadow, Turbo, and Dinky. That's my general team. And the second option sets you to the different star quest. So similar to guild quests, there's certain cat quests as well. So the first level is going to be fairly easy. When it says 50 points there, it's 50 points per cat. Likewise, for the second level, it's 100 points per cat. So I'm going to send them all to the volcano, and that's going to cost me 400 points. And as soon as I do a real quest, not just some gathering quest, they'll come back with a number of items available. And it looks like I had another big success for them. Usually when you see an exclamation point like that, they're going to come back with a pretty good amount of things. Oh. I don't know why. Usually I have somebody using that as a training tool. Oh. In any case, the next thing is your barbecue pit. You can select various items to cook there. I don't have 10 raw meat, but I'll use 10 of whatever these are. And I'll have Cha-Cha help me cook it. And all it does is it helps you cook a large amount of meat at once. And if you're lucky, he'll show a little symbol when it's time to press the button. And if you do a success, and I didn't, I actually burned them all. Oops. I didn't have the sound up, so it was kind of hard. But in any case, I got a whole bunch of burnt fish, but a side benefit is you actually get quality ash from cooking things. So these actually can be used on your farm. And each one will upgrade your farm, one row of crops all the way to level 3. Which is, of course, very useful. The other thing to know about the barbecue pit is you can use it multiple times in a row. So if you got a whole bunch of meat, you can cook it all at once and not have to worry about meat for a long time. Finally, there's been an improvement to the fishing pier. All you need to do is walk over to it and you pull up a big crate of fish. I guess they figured people were sick and tired of having to deal with fish, so now they just give it to us. Here's Cha-Cha, he's chopping wood. Good job, Cha-Cha. Here's my honey farm. Again, this is completely self-sufficient. You just check it all the time and you get various honey. Occasionally you get snake bee larvae, which is useful for various things. Oh, looks like I didn't set up my farm properly. Oh well. Well, when your farm is set up properly, press square and you can have the choice to pick up items or sell them. Generally, you're going to want to be using... Oh yeah, hold on, let's go to the menu properly. When you talk to him, he's going to show a list of your 3 fields. You're going to want to upgrade the fields all the way to level 3. And when you're first starting out, you'll use either red seeds or green seeds. And then as soon as you can, you're going to want to upgrade to water blight seeds, which will sell for 120. And then finally, you should be able to get mite seeds, which sell for 140. Now, the only thing to keep in mind is that when you're farming, after you fertilize something all the way and you're collecting the things that come out of it, you'll get orange-looking seeds. And those aren't armor seeds, those are actually pumpkins, which you use to make the Pumpkin set, or various Pumpkin weapons, which are all fairly decent. Then finally you have your mushroom harvest here. A whole bunch of mushrooms, standard type up at the top. Usually once it's upgraded all the way, you'll get these gray mushrooms. Those are just mushroom pickaxes that your cats can use on the farm. And that pretty much does it for the farm. So we're going to go back home. I'm going to change my armor set.